Collective, welcome and welcome back. We're going to get into another collective reading for you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Anyone who's been here that's like, oh, there she go. All of you guys who support the channel, I really appreciate it, you guys. If you want to stick around to see what the messages are, please be sure to do so. I forgot already what I was about to do. Jesus! What did I just say? I don't even remember. Hold on real quick, y'all. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay, so I don't think I actually said it. But anyway, y'all like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you want to see the services that I provide on my website, everything is linked in the description box below. Just click on the booking link. If you find this reading beneficial and you want to support the channel, please use the Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle information below. That's a great way to support. Just engaging with the content is very helpful as well, you guys. We're going to see what Spirit is trying to get you to see when it comes to your current situation. Hopefully in order to help you at least make peace with it or be able to navigate it a little bit more easily. So let's see for the collective, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God. What is it that you're attempting to get the collective to see at this time when it comes to their situation? Ooh, reincarnated. Reincarnated, and it feels so good. Anyway, something from the past will make an appearance and must be dealt with in order to move on and make progress. Okay? So things, people, situations from the past could be coming back up so you can deal with it. So they won't pop up later at a more inopportune time. Okay? It may feel like it's an inopportune or inconvenient time right now, but basically Spirit's like, no, this is the best time for it to come back up so you can deal with it so that later when things are going really, really well, you won't have to have a breakout or have this thing pop back up. Okay, whack-a-mole. Interesting. The student, a good time to learn a new skill or try something new. With focused attention, skills and talents will dramatically improve. So some of you guys may be thinking about retraining, re-educating yourself, going back to school, furthering your degree, getting some type of kind of like a refresher training with the skills that you already have. This is a good time to do it because there's going to come a time in the near future where you're going to need these skills or you're going to need to be up to date on something. And then we have the Gothic. Through the darkness is the potential for you to transform your life into more than you ever thought possible. Impossible. Okay. So you're learning something that's going to benefit you in the future. Or you have learned something recently that's going to help you navigate through a situation that's coming back up in your life. It's not really significant. Yeah. So this may have even been a situation where, like, oh, the reason why you have incarnated into this lifetime is because you wanted to be refreshed on something. This could be spiritually going back to school. And the reason why you wanted to get into another meat suit was like, hey, I need to remember this. I need to remember this and prepare for this next spiritual journey that I'm on. If you guys are those type of people who see things that way. But if you're just talking about like in this lifetime, what you can see right now, I feel like whatever this dark moment could be that you've been experiencing, it's there to help refresh your knowledge and commitment with something that you're doing so that you can really transform into the person who you're meant to be. That's kind of what it feels like. That's what Spirit is wanting you to see about this situation. Okay, why things could be coming back up, why you feel like you're repeating the same thing over and over again, why you feel like you are stuck in a rut and you can't get out of these situations, is so that you can be proficient when it comes to these demons, energies, entities, situations that you're dealing with, so that they will never pop up and affect you again. Okay, let's see. What is the message, Spirit? What is the most important thing that you want the collective to know? Yeah, so there's some type of abundance coming in. There's a flow that you're getting into that's going to create a lot of growth and transformation in your life. Okay? It's like you're being reinforced. It's like reinforced steel. Two of Swords. Three of Cups. Yeah, you don't see that there's this positive flourishing, this positive blossoming, like you're blossoming, you're flourishing, you're a butterfly opening their wings, you're a flower bud blooming in the springtime. Like all of this poetic shit is about to start happening to you. Poetic justice. How many times have I named a reading Poetic Justice? I'm gonna do it again, bitch. But that's what's happening, and you don't see it coming. You may not even feel like it's a possibility. Okay. All right. But that's what's like happening behind the scenes. What's the Empress? Oh wow, the Devil is going in the reverse. It's like hanging on. It's like when you get sick and then you get better and you go back to work because you feel like you're better, but then you're kind of not better and you get sick again. And it's like, God dang, I thought I beat this bitch, you know? Like that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like something or someone is hanging on. And you think you've overcome it. You think you've beaten it. You think you have, slain your enemies metaphorically. But it's like there's still something that has power and you need to nip it in the bud so that it can be gone for good. I keep hearing poof, be gone. Your breath is too strong. Wait, come back. I think I got a tic-tac. 9 of Cups. Yeah, you want to be detached from someone or something. You want to kick a habit or you want to finally break up with somebody for good. You don't want someone to be in your life at all. Okay. And I think a lot of you guys know that it's because the connection or the tie, the cord that you have with this thing or this person is going to create a problem for your abundance. It's like subconsciously, you may not know why you need to do something, or you may not understand the urge that you're getting to handle a situation, but it is subconsciously because your higher self is speaking to you, your intuition is speaking to you. Your instincts are perking up because you feel something good that's coming to you in your life. I feel like the things that you wish for, the things that you really want, the things that you deserve in your life cannot be attached to this person, or you can't be attached to this person or situation when these things happen. Because if you do, then that could again be a whack-a-mole situation where it puts you in a detrimental position, or it threatens the success that you're going towards. What's the Empress? Ooh, not the World coming out. The Chariot was trying to come out. This is all major arcana. Yeah. Finalizing things. Finalizing things for good. I feel like a lot of you guys have to fully understand that whoever this is or whatever this is cannot be attached to you in any way, shape, or form. There can be no cord, no connection. It's got to be cut. Knight of Pentacles in the Chariot. Something that was moving really slow is about to speed up because you're bringing consolidation and completion to situations in your life. There could be a person who's been taking a long time to come towards you, or being very slow about what it is that they do. And it's just like, that could be slowing you down. There could also be a situation where you're being more grounded. You're being more cautious about your decisions. You're not being reckless. You want things to be stable. Point blank, period. End of fucking story, bitch. You want things to be stable, and anybody or anything that's causing instability in your life has to go. That's it. I feel like somebody sees you moving forward. You could be a Cancer. Some of you guys may be Virgo, Taurus, maybe even Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Or these could be the people who you're dealing with. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, and I feel like what Spirit is saying is that all this stuff that came back up from the past that you've been kind of dealing with, and you're like, damn, this is too much. It's because they're removing you from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Spirit is taking you away from things that you've outgrown. Take me away. I love my baby. I love my baby. So right. Things had to slow down so that all of this finalization could take place. And then when things speed up, it's like there's nothing weighing you down. There's nothing holding you back. It's kind of like if you try to drive with a boot on your car. You're going to look stupid. First of all, you probably ain't going to be able to drive. But if you try to drive with a boot on your car, or you try to drive with like some type of restrictions, if you just say you drive with the emergency brake on, you going to roll, but it's going to be a bumpy ride, bitch. It's going to be a squeaky, screechy ride. You know when your emergency brake is still on because you can feel it. You can hear it. And I feel like that's what was going on. It's like you were trying to drive with your emergency brake on, or with a boot on your car. And the boot or the emergency brake could be a symbol of a toxic person, a toxic habit, inconsistency, procrastination, insecurities, whatever it is, whether it's within you or it was outside of you. That's what I feel like it was doing. It was creating this tension and this friction to where you couldn't actually be free to move the way that you want to move. This could be, probation. Maybe you were on probation. Maybe you had to pay off a speeding ticket. Maybe there was something that was preventing you from having insurance or whatever this is. I don't know. But it had to be dealt with so that you can move forward and get the things that you want without these like extra setbacks. This could even be Saturn, like working out things karmically, like things that you needed to learn from mistakes that you made in the past that weren't actually mistakes, but they were lessons. Spirit needed to give you a little time to slow down and let the lesson come full circle so that you can understand where you're going and what you're doing and what you're going to need to do when you get there, so that nothing would restrict you. And so that you could finally close the door on things that do not serve you and kind of like ignore things that don't serve you. What's hidden for the collective? 6 of Wands. You're about to get some attention. You're about to be very successful. You're about to overcome an obstacle that was in your way. You're going to feel the emergency brake come off. I'm telling you. You're going to feel it speed up. It's going to be like, whoo, shit. That's what the car really drive like? That's what it really drive like when it ain't no emergency brake on? Ooh, King of Swords, Tower, Scorpio energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, maybe even Virgo. I feel like some of you could be taking over someone's position. Like if you had a position that opened up at your job, you were being picked for it. If there was some type of open availability for something and you picked up the ball and took the opportunity, that's what's working out in your favor. Y'all, I've been watching Game of Thrones over again because I'm going to start using that deck. And, Ned Stark could have sat his ass on the throne, but he didn't want that. And then he ended up paying for it later, knowing that his friend, even though he loved him, wasn't the right person. It's like you finally understand how to create some type of success, and it's making a big wave. Or it's causing a big explosion. I feel like some of y'all are about to blow up. Okay. Ooh. 6 of Wands. Yep. Judgment. The trumpet is sounding. There's like this big hurrah. I don't know what this is. Chariot and the 10 of Wands. It's like all this hard work that you've been doing is about to pay off. Somebody's going to tell you that something is paying off, or somebody's going to let you know and notify you that you won, you were victorious, something is successful, something is working. What's the 6 of Wands? More card. 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands. See, that's 6 Wands right there. They came out together. I feel like you took some type of action to learn something or educate yourself on something, where now that education, that information, that knowledge, that training is paying off. Some of you may have become like, is it EMS? Like you work in the ambulance, or you're a medical assistant, or you help handle some type of emergencies. I feel like the more aggressive people start to act when they interact with you, the more of a confirmation you'll have that you're successful. The more like there's this desire to compete, the more you see people copying you, the more people are following your lead or trying to do what you do, the more the more it's gonna sink in that you were victorious or successful. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands. We saw the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody lost. I feel like you won and somebody lost. And I'm not trying to, I don't know exactly what this is, but this could be a personal win. And somebody else is going through a personal loss because they didn't take advantage of this opportunity. It feels like you took advantage of an opportunity while someone else was kind of like dwelling on it negatively. Like if you chose to look at the bright side or the positive side of something, somebody else chose to look at the negative side. And by you looking at the positives or the bright side, you came out on top. You overcame some type of conflict, or you were prepared for something because you listened to your intuition when it told you to take action. You listened to your spirit guides. And I just feel like that's what paid off for you. There's some type of call you're going to get that could be very important, or coming from a very important person that's telling you that they recognize you or they saw something that you did. Yeah. What's the collective's energy? Page of Cups. Yeah, you're being curious. You're being creative. You're doing something differently than it's been done before. And I feel like it's creating new inspiration for people. 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Because whatever's been going on up until this point has been disappointing. It's lackluster. It leaves you wanting more. There's a lot to be desired in a situation. Page of Swords, 4 of Wands. Somebody's watching you accomplish something. Hierophant, 5 of Cups. See what I'm saying? Whoever this is got an issue with depression. Somebody is used to winning and now someone else is winning. This is like a championship or something like that. Maybe a title that someone holds. Someone holds the title or the record. Now you're beating their record. Or now you're becoming the new champion. I feel like somebody is disappointed because they're seeing you win and they lost. And they're confused. It's like they're confused. It's like just say someone is an employee of the month every month, and they've been employee of the month every month for the past like 3 to 6 months. You come in, maybe you're new on the job, maybe you've been there, but you come in and now you're employee of the month. It's like, or whatever you changed and fixed, whatever training you took, whatever you learned, it made you this person's adversary or competition. And they're like, what? I feel like somebody is surprised about this. What's the energy around the collective? Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like there's a lot of love around you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, that's what Ace of Swords. See, a lot of people are inspired by your ideas, your creativity, your knowledge, what it is that you know, your experience, what you've learned. And it's like they feel your potential. It's like they see your potential. They see you're talented. They see you're gifted. They see you're blessed. You could be giving off a very loving, nurturing energy. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Yeah, and it's like whoever is feeling negative about the energy that they're picking up from you, it's not real. If somebody feels like you betrayed them or they had to betray you to get ahead, it's like, that's not true. You didn't have to betray collective to get ahead. You didn't have to hold a grudge. You didn't have to be angry. You didn't have to try to sabotage them. You did that. Right? Don't be mad at collective now because they jumped over all that shit and still made it to the finish line. You get what I'm saying? It's like somebody's under the impression that you're coming after them, so they felt forced to come after you, but you were never coming after them. They chose to come after themselves. King of Swords, Two of Cups, yeah. You may even feel like just say your manager pulls you into the office for a meeting. You may be nervous, like, oh my God, I hope I didn't do nothing wrong, especially if you're new. Even if you've been working there for a while, your boss may say, oh, can you come talk to me for a minute? It's not because they want to punish you. They've recognized something that you've been doing and they want to congratulate you for it or, talk to you about it or ask your opinion on some new ideas. I don't know, but it's something positive, even though it may feel like something negative at first, or you may be nervous and anxious as if it was something negative. Yeah, Temperance. I feel like you've been consistently working on something over time and you're being recognized for it, or there's like this positive thing that's happening for you. But I feel like what Spirit wants you to know, what they really want you to understand about what you're experiencing right now, that you may not be able to see clearly, is that whatever you had to repeat, right? Maybe you had to repeat a class or repeat a grade. Maybe you failed something, quote unquote. Failure is not really failure, but maybe you had to do something over again because you did it wrong the first time. That was helping you because whatever that fundamental step was that you weren't understanding is something that was going to be necessary for you to be very proficient at in the future. Oh my God. What is the advice? What is the advice for Pisces? 9 of Wands, keep going. Keep trying new things. Keep throwing the noodles at the wall and see if they're done. Because you know that when they're done, they stick to the wall. Put up boundaries with people as well. 9 of Swords. 3 of Swords. Yeah. Don't be stressed about things that aren't there. I feel like wisdom is coming in. And there's like a protective energy trying to help you when it comes to things that you're afraid of, lies that people want you to believe that aren't true. There's something about multiples of 3 that's significant, like the next 3 months. Or you may have, 3 bad dreams in a row. Listen. But I'm not saying be afraid. What I'm saying is something that you're afraid of happening or something that you may be nervous about isn't actually going to happen unless the only way it can be possible is if you believe that it's going to happen or you focus too much of your energy on it being true. And Spirit wants you to put a boundary up to that. Okay? So that you don't do that to yourself. What's the 9 of Wands? 7 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's being sneaky. Somebody may want to try to steal your sauce, your secret recipe, your trade secrets. Page of Pentacles, Fool card. Yeah, there's a potential for someone to take this new idea or steal this new idea. So I feel like protect it. Or be very protective over it. What's the 7 of Swords? Wheel of Fortune. Anybody who's been doing that is about to get blocked. Like if somebody's been trying to steal your ideas, steal your work, take your ideas and claim it for themselves, they're about to get blocked. Strength card, 5 of Swords. See what I'm saying? I just watched Bring It On again. Not Bring It On again, because that's the second one. I just watched Bring It On, the first one, the original with Torrance. Prepare for total domination. Do. I feel like somebody's about to get aggressive. So you may need to defend yourself. Somebody may feel like they have to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Hangman. I feel like you're going to realize as well where the leak is, or who's leaking information, who's stealing information, where they're getting it from. I feel like now you may have been on offense, right? Now you're getting the notification from spirit that you're draining too much of your energy on offense and you're starting to be on defense, right? 8 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. Something that you were also kind of like allowing people to have access to, the access is being shut off. That's a good decision. I feel like something that you're working on, you're realizing the value of it, and you're keeping people on the outside so that they can't kind of like see what you're doing or steal what you do before you do it. These are all good decisions. And I think something had to happen again for you to see, oh, that's where the leak is. That's where I need to patch. This is where I need to put up a wall. This is where I need to close my blinds. You get what I'm saying? It's that type of situation. So it's like spirit is not punishing you for the things that you're doing. They're not trying to make you feel bad about the decisions that you've made up until this point. They just don't want for Sally Sue Dumbass to come in here and try to steal all your routines and take it to regionals and nationals. They don't want you to show up and look like Torrance and the Rancho Carne Toros when they hear their music playing and they realize they got. That's so funny too. It's like for all them years and Bring It On, they were stealing the routines from the Clovers. And then the Clovers end up going to regionals. And the Clovers didn't even do the same routines that they already had. Like the Clovers did something different. But it would have been the same thing. It would have made which no matter how the cookie crumbled, the Rancho Carne Toros was gonna look stupid. Cause either they were gonna steal the routines from the Clovers, which was not the right choice, but as a punishment for trying to steal their routines for all those years and winning all them trophies that they didn't deserve, they ended up getting embarrassed at regionals. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, be original. I think that's what you guys are doing. I really feel like this is a situation where I don't know. I feel like this is a situation where it's like someone is feeling like you're wrong for what you're doing. Like if you're cutting off access that someone has to your work, or you're deciding to work alone, or you're deciding to keep something private, and somebody gets upset about it, that's telling you right there that something ain't right. Or if there's a situation where somebody wants to know what you talked about with the manager, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something about how you're realizing how you need to change your strategy or change your approach. And you may have been working on defense, and now you're going to go on offense. You may have been working on offense, now you're going to go on defense. And whatever that is, it's something that spirit is giving you the heads up to do, so that you won't be put in this position again when it's crunch time. Okay. What else does the collective need to know? Any further clarification? Yeah, lift off. You're about to take off. Something is about to speed up. Something that's been moving slow is about to speed up. It's going to move quickly. So you need to be ready for that. You need to be prepared for that. And that's why I feel like this time of education has taken place. It says fast action, progression forward. The wait is over. But it hasn't happened just yet. Spiritually woke, self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. Yeah. Snack. Obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. I feel like people are going to be attracted to your energy because the ego is gone, or there's something that's purified within you. Okay, honeymooning. Leave it all on the flow, bitch. Love on the brain. Talking often. Feeling all the feels. You can sense something is about to take off in your life. And yeah, I feel like it's a really strong feeling, or it's a really strong urge. We have kinky ways. Okay, that may be what it is. Fantasies, fetishes, sexually open, looking to explore. And legal court paperwork filed. Jesus, that don't make no sense. I don't know. Somebody's got a weird fetish. Somebody's got a kink. Or they're fantasizing about a time where they'll be able to spend time with you. I feel like somebody has like a control kink for real. I feel like there's a person who's like fantasizing about all the time they'll be able to spend with you and whatever you're doing doesn't work out. It's weird. One more card. I just heard, must be love on the brain. Brick wall. Defense mechanism guarded, hard to reach. Yeah, somebody knows that you're going to be hard to reach. Love bombing, overly attentive, showered with affection, personal gain. Yeah. Somebody knows that when things take off for you, you're going to be hard to reach. And they have a control kink where they want to control the people who they're with. Or they want to control the people in their life, and they know that they won't be able to do that when things lift off for you or things start moving quickly for you. So there's this desire to prevent it from being able to move quickly or prevent you from being able to move quickly. And they fantasize about this because they know then that, oh, I'll be able to spend all this time with collective and they'll only think about me. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. Swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. I feel like you need to put up a boundary with someone who doesn't really like encourage you, or they move really slowly towards you. They don't really put in effort. They kind of like, it feels like false start energy. Like you feel like something is going to take off really quickly with a person, but then they slow down on purpose and create this like false start energy. You need to be mindful of people like that. Yeah, dirty money, laundering, stealing, illegal. I feel like also, I don't know. I feel like someone's trying to clean up their reputation by dealing with you. You know how them old men was online talking about, yeah, get you a 6. Get you a 6. Because they the ones who willing to put in the work. They the ones who want to do all this for you that them pretty girls don't want to do for you. No, don't. I thought we talked about this. Idiot. Somebody wants to repent or go to church, or it's like it's like baptism. Baptized. There's some type of poetic justice that's happening for you, or some type of positive change in your life. And they feel like being around you or having your attention on them is going to baptize them of their sins. Somebody is a sinner. It's kind of like what they used to talk about. I don't know if this is true, and I'm not trying to be negative, but I'm going to use it as an example because there was a situation when I was growing up where I would hear stories about how certain groups of people in Africa thought that by, forcibly taking the virginity of a young girl would heal them from HIV and AIDS and shit like that. It's like that type of mentality. And I know that might have been a little extreme, but it is what it is. That's the message that Spirit gave me. It's like somebody feels like they can be baptized or cleansed of their wrongdoings if they repent to you, or if they are able to get back together with you, or, if you take them back, that means they didn't do anything wrong. It's like weird. It's like somebody wants to use you as a sacrifice. And that's a no. What is this lift off, honeymoon, brick wall, love bombing? 4 of Cups. One more card. 8 of Wands. 8 of Cups. 8 of Wands. 4 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you walked away from somebody. It didn't work out. You took a loss. You recouped your losses, or planned to recoup your losses by moving on because you saw it wasn't going the way you wanted it to go. And I feel like once you left, things moved quickly, and somebody's disappointed that you're getting some type of recognition. What's this? 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very intimidating to somebody. Your success is intimidating. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's that love bombing, breadcrumbing energy. Somebody only wanted to be in a positive space with you when it benefited them. But when it benefited you, it's like, nah, we not, nah. Collective ain't, we not gonna do that, cause that don't work for me. So I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, collective. And you're like, no. Somebody wanted you to think something wasn't gonna work out. Or it's like they wanted to blame you and see you as the enemy. You're not the enemy. What else for the collective? Celebrity in reverse. This situation could involve a celebrity, but it came out in reverse. Accident. Someone could have been involved in an accident. Someone could have also made a mistake. And favor. Someone could be asking you to do a favor, or you could be asking someone to do a favor. Yeah, I feel like someone did something that they know they shouldn't have done, and it made them fall from grace or lose their popularity, maybe even lose their celebrity. What's celebrity? Yeah. There's a change happening here when it comes to someone's favor. Someone lost favor, and I feel like the favor is pointing now to you. 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. Yeah. They're insecure. Somebody could even be going through financial changes. And they may be asking you to help them. And now they coming back around. Child, play them games if you want to. That's going to be on you. My suggestion is to understand that somebody's been watching you accomplish these goals. And secretly, the reason why some type of hardship has befallen this person's life is because they did something against you or in spite of you that they thought they had to do because they felt like you were some type of enemy when you really weren't. They were the enemy. What's the advice for the collective when it comes to this message? So it's like what Spirit wants you to know is that like they're trying to get you to see the reason why things are coming back around, the reason why people are coming back around, the reason why you're having to deal with things that you thought you already dealt with. And it's so that when you get to this point where things are working out from you and this change takes place, you will understand who is an ally and who is an enemy. Fluorite, victory. I came, I saw, I conquered. I concur. Malachite, judgment. Reserving judgments is a matter of infinite hope. Interesting. I feel like Spirit also wants you to know to have hope when it comes to overcoming a situation that you're in. Try to see what you can learn from it and why it's coming back up and how you can transmute the energy to work towards your advantage. Lapis lazuli, open. The only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely cut open, right? You got to be vulnerable. You have to be able to be vulnerable in a situation or take risks that could leave you vulnerable. Not irresponsibly, but in a way that like, hey, let me do something different because I've been banging my head against the wall. And now maybe this is a chance for me to try something new or learn something new. And I feel like that's ultimately, that's what they want you to see. And the way that you do things is really important too, because I feel like whoever this was who's falling from grace, wanting to be baptized and purified through you, I feel like whoever this person is an example of doing things the wrong way, making unnecessary mistakes, miscalculating or making poor judgment or judging other people. Maybe they judged you. This could be a person who's fallen from grace and they're losing all their clout or they're losing all their influence. And it's because maybe they passed some type of harsh judgment towards you or they attacked you thinking that you were coming for them and what they have when really you were never the enemy. And now they're having to learn from that. And because they did that unnecessarily, they're losing some type of favor. But anyway, that's the message. I hope it helped. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated. If you feel like you benefited from this reading, consider donating to the Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle below. It is definitely helpful. I really appreciate all of you guys. And if you want to book a reading or see any of my other products that I offer for your personal development, check out my website. I can't wait to see you guys there. I just updated it. It's cute. It's cool. It's functional now, for the most part, to the best of my abilities. Okay. But anyway, you guys, I will see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day, honeys. Bye.